Hello everyone and welcome to the Streaming Theatre, an online performance venue where we live edit and live stream play readings and gigs. We also offer video production and digital solutions to the arts as well. My name is Kemp, I'm the Artistic Director of the Streaming Theatre, and today we are having our first look at the editing software DaVinci Resolve 16. Come and join us in the live chat if you're a DaVinci user or an Adobe user or anything really. If you just want to come and have a chat, that'd be great. We've got Matthew Cowell with us as well. Let's bring him on straight away. Hi Matthew, how you doing?
Hi, it's so nice to be here again. Thank you.
It's so nice to have you here. I'm just going to check that we've got sound coming through on the stream.
Yeah.
There we go, great.
Cool.
So last time you were here, you were doing your
Yeah.
sound design chats,
Yeah.
weren't you?
Yeah, that was so much fun.
It was super fun. So I brought you in today because
Yeah.
so this is our first behind the scenes at the Streaming Theatre thing. And the sort of idea of this program is where people can come along and join us as we sort of work, essentially. And, if anybody's around, they can ask us questions about what we've got in production at the moment. Maybe if they want any tips on stuff they're working on, we can chat to them about that. And also, just so people can get to know people that work at the Streaming Theatre and work with us at the Streaming Theatre, which
That's
you are.
super cool. I love your idea.
So Matt and I have worked together quite a ton now, which is great. Matt's been a technical director and sound designer on a number of shows that I've worked with at the Streaming Theatre. Romeo and Juliet, Night of the Living Dead, The Tempest. Did we get everything? Is there anything else we've done? I'm trying to
I
remember.
think it was just those three, although it seems like way more.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's okay.
In a good way. In a good way.
In a very good way.
And so I really wanted to bring you in for this. So to let people know kind of why we're looking at DaVinci today, when I started the Streaming Theatre, I kind of thought it was just going to be a straight up like streaming platform, but we've grown and started doing different things like special effects into the streams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so for that, I was starting to find a special effects engine that I could start working with. And obviously there's Premiere and After Effects and things like that. But, because I was starting a new business, I wanted to try and keep the price down. So I was trying to look at freer options, and I came across Hit Film, which is really powerful. Like, you've seen some of the motion effects that I've built out of that, and also some of the special effects, like the overlays that we've done on streams and things like that. And that was all built inside of Hit Film. And I started to talk to other video production people about it, and nobody else uses it. And I was like, no, what am I missing here? So I thought it would be really good to look at the more industry standard ones, because then if I'm working with other people, it all just makes more sense. So I looked at Avid, which is obviously the big film and TV production kind of thing.
It's like the Pro Tools of video editing.
Exactly.
It's actually made by the same people too.
Yeah. And so obviously that's such a big piece of software, right? That's that would be where I would go if I'm looking at film or TV. A lot of my filmmaker friends use Premiere Pro and the Creative Cloud that is associated with that. So I guess for you as a sound designer, we've got Audition in there.
Well,
After Effects for VFX and Premiere Pro for editing. And I feel like that is the biggest one, would you say? Like,
I mean, because it's you get that in college and university and stuff too. Like, they'll usually teach Final Cut Pro, or they'll teach Adobe Premiere. So they're very well known and well used.
And that was the other one, right? It is Final Cut. That's the other big one. And so I was looking at those, and then I came across DaVinci, which started its life as a color editor, and they've just layered more and more. And so as a color editor, it is used, in Hollywood and stuff like that for color correction. And then they've just started putting more onto it. So now it has an editor in it, all of its color, which we know, and it also has a door in it for audio editing. And they've released it as this whole package that they say, and the crazy thing about it is that it's free.
Yeah,
And there is a studio version which you can buy.
sure.
The studio version is $300, and that is all updates for the rest of your life.
It's still way affordable.
Yeah, and you compare it to the Creative Cloud of Premiere Pro, where it's like $300 for a year.
Right.
Usually you pay by the month, right? But you can
Yeah, but
buy
you pay for a year.
for the year, and but then next year it's another $300, and so
Yeah.
it just really felt like something to explore. I asked a ton of mates about it, and they were like, "Yeah, I've used the color correction tool in it. I've just never played with anything else." So today is about playing with it and seeing
Nice.
what's going on. And I want to let you know as well, Matt. I might have steered you wrong when we did our sound check. I think you're quieter than me now, so give us your rich baritone voice. And
Okay, cool. No problem. I can always turn myself up too.
yeah, give it a little, just
Sure.
a little cheeky one, just to bring you up. While Matt's bringing himself up. Oh, how's that?
There we go. Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah, that looks good.
It's a little bit better. Okay.
Yeah, I like it. Cool. So, just to let everybody know what's going on, Matt and I just have not looked at this software yet. So this is a bit of a like first reaction. It's like an unboxing, but for software. What I've seen of it so far is the YouTube videos that I watched when I was discovering it. So people saying like, this is why it's better than Premiere Pro. This is why it's better than this, blah, blah, blah. So I've seen those. Right. And then we've booted it up in our prep today just to check that it works as I'm streaming. Yeah. Right. But that's it, right? So we just...
Yeah, I've never seen any of this, so this is all so new to me as well.
Cool.
Yeah, it's both fun and a little stressful walking in blind.
Yeah, because we don't know if my computer, as we start loading it with media, is just going to go, now you're streaming as well, I'm going to shut down. Right. So, right. Or it could just become Kevin, Matt, watch YouTube about DaVinci because we don't know how to do anything.
Don't know how to do it, yeah.
So, okay. That'll be fine. And the reason I think it's super different is because what I've read anyway is that it uses node-based editing. So everything else exists in layers, and if I think of film and Premiere, you layer those effects, whereas apparently this is nodes. So you place a node and then you join that node, and that's how it starts coming together, which I've never even looked at or understood before.
No, I don't know either. It's always layers. This is layers and layers for me.
Yeah, so yeah, apparently this is node based, whatever that shall mean.
Okay.
So let's go in. Let's go and have a look.
Yeah, let's do it.
So I'm going to share my screen with Matthew Cowell, so he can also control as and when we get there. So let's go over to DaVinci. That's there we go. There we go. So here we are in DaVinci. Now, what I've been told is that these bottom things here are the different editing spaces. And what's really fun is that it all exists in this one software. So if we're editing, we can jump over to the audio editor. You could do something, Matt, and then... Okay. And if you think about the stuff we've worked on together, right? If you know when we were cutting that trailer for Night of the Living Dead,
right?
If you could have been sitting here with me right now, I could have been cutting that trailer, and then you go, okay, let's edit that audio together.
Yeah.
And we could have done it all in this software, which is kind of fun, right?
Yeah. So that's very collaborative, which is awesome and efficient.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So this first tab is media, and apparently this is where you drop your media in to play with.
Okay.
Then the next one across is called cut. And apparently this is like where you make your first draft of the cut. You kind of throw it together and trim it a bit.
That looks familiar, standard.
Nice.
Yeah.
Edit is apparently where you get a bit more into your edit. This also looks familiar. Like, I can see a timeline here. I can see some media like display windows. Yep. Looks like media will be up here when we load it in, and some effects down here. This looks very familiar to me. So this is now feeling less scary. Fusion. I think this is where we could both get upset. Fusion is the VFX engine.
Okay.
This doesn't look that scary. It looks like we've got a media window up here. This is in, I would imagine, where we start.
There's the nodes. So I'm curious about that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That'll be fun. color. So apparently this is where DaVinci shines, right? This is its home ground. It was built to do color. So I'm looking forward to playing in there.
Yeah.
All right, Matthew, this is for you. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Fairlight is...
Fairlight. Interesting.
How does this look to you?
Well, it still looks like a video editor.
Yeah.
It definitely looks very different than a standard digital audio workstation. But I'm recognizing the tools. You know, we've got some mixer, we've got effects and stuff.
Got a little
all right, so
thingy down there.
Yeah, little volume mixers and controls. Okay.
What do you
I guess
usually edit in, dude?
I usually edit in either I had been using Adobe Audition for the longest time because I have been using it for years and years and years. And then I just kind of I didn't want to pay for it anymore. So I for the last several months of the better part of this year, I've been doing Reaper.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, and Reaper's great because it's open source, free. You know, they definitely they say it's not free. You can pretty much audition it indefinitely, but they definitely encourage you to just kick down $60.
Yeah, that's really reasonable for a...
It's totally reasonable, yeah. And so I every time I open it up, I feel guilty that I haven't done it because I use it so much. So I'll pay the $60.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I've been using Reaper, and it's also a very ubiquitous tool in audio world for recording and editing, and so it's great.
Cool.
You can like sync video to it and stuff too. So
great. Cool. You know what I'll be interested to know in Fairlight, which is this DaVinci DAW, if we can record straight into here. I think that would be like, can you imagine like doing a trailer or something and then like doing the voiceover within the project? That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, there's a record button.
There, where have you found that? Let me give you the mouse as well, so you can
sure.
jump in here as and when. There you go. You should be able to control now.
So you see this little horseshoe thing, and then there's a stop button, play button. And
Okay, cool.
Here,
so we should have...
You might be able to.
All right, I like that. And then the last tab we've got is Deliver, which is apparently where you send stuff out. So we've got... Looks like we've got some presets up here, like a YouTube 1080, Vimeo 1080. Yeah, nice.
This is really cool because in the Adobe suite, you'd have to use like Media Encoder, like a separate software to do all this. So this is cool. This you can do audio and video, kind of,
oh yeah, look.
Rendering of it. Yeah. So that's cool. I really like this.
It also looks like you can export to project files. So they work in other things.
Look at that.
That's really interesting. Okay, fun.
I think that. Yeah.
So we've done our little jog through.
Yeah.
Why don't we, first of all, see if we know how to save a project file? Save as. Right, that was all where I expected it to be.
Yeah.
Let's save this as Kev and Matt. Stream. Sure.
Cool.
Save. I don't know where that's saved to.
Yeah, it didn't. I'm sure you could change, specify where it goes, but it might be in its own folder.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'll go into my computer and clean this up afterwards. It's gone somewhere. I'd like that would be like a useful thing to know, right? Is like.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind. Okay. So it looks like here we've got some files on my computer where we can bring media in. So let's try that.
Okay. So it's already recognized different tracks.
Yeah, these are I've got my C and my D. It's recognized an F, which isn't plugged in right now, but that is usually where I keep stuff. And I kind of set up a folder ready for today and then realized I ran out of USB ports. So, so we're going to be going into D. So I got us some stock footage to play with, which is,
cool.
yeah. where I expected it to be. So let's pull that in. Oh, look at that. There it is.
Oh,
Ooh.
and very difficult shots too. Like that's a really tricky. Like it's really bright, really dark,
Yeah.
backlit. You know, like those are good.
I thought because they might be fun for color correction and stuff like that. So now this is super interesting, mate. Look at this. Like I've not even brought these in yet, and I can scrub through them.
Dude,
I like that.
I super like that.
I'd love to know if I can like play it. Like I've not imported it yet.
Where you are.
Huh.
Yeah.
I like that.
So it's just in like a cache kind of.
Yeah. I like that. All right, well, let's put our forest in. The clip has a different frame rate than the current project. Would you like to change? Sure. And I've got a tree for us as well. I don't know what we're going to do with this, Matt. I
don't know either. But...
and then this was in 4K, so I thought I converted this to 1080 just because otherwise we're streaming, we're zooming.
We're going to be here for a while. Yeah.
Cool. So I have brought these media clips in.
Okay.
Should we go over here and see what happens?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we can do much on that window.
So this is cut. Let's just pull them in.
Yep.
See where they go. Oh. That's
okay, and that is 0. 0's in the middle of the
Okay,
timeline
cool.
Starts
And I can move along this timeline. I'm using 2 fingers on my trackpad right now, which just feels nice to move in that way. I like that.
Yes.
So that's gone there. Let's bring in the forest now. So I can't like create a gap.
So it automatically snaps to. Usually you can turn that snapping off. Oh yeah, the magnet tool right here. This little magnet button
over here.
Yeah. See if snapping. Turn it off. There you go. There you go. Maybe.
I still can't like.
Why?
That's kind of interesting. Like I can't move it away. It's as you said, it's snapped to that. But I don't know. I mean, maybe that's the way it likes to be. Let's bring in our man as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Oh. I don't know what's going on up here. There's like 2 timelines.
So it's just you can kind of see the division between each asset, essentially.
Oh, nice. So that is the entirety of the timeline.
That's
I kind of like that too, because you get like a...
Yeah, you don't have to scroll through to see how far along you are. And you can on the bottom, but the timeline, there's 2 timelines. One's the overall and one's kind of the zoomed in version of it.
And you know what's
actually
kind of nice about that, like for something like this, where we've just got these like 3 shots that we're messing with, we can see that like this first shot is super short compared to the other 2, so we might want to like balance that.
Yeah.
I wonder if we can just do that. So this looks like it's what, like 4 seconds long, this first one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like 4:15. So what if we bring them all to the same size? If I pull this to...
oh, that's your scrub.
Well, why don't we pull this like exactly to 4, just to be tidy.
Oh, CrossFit. Oh, okay, cool.
I don't know what.
So again, it doesn't create the gap. It always keeps them together. That's
But that was super easy. I just dragged it. That felt very natural.
I like the little green highlight that you've made a change there.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of highlight.
Yeah, that's fun too.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're at... I must say, this is all feeling like supernatural right now. I don't feel like I'm learning anything.
Nice.
Like I'm just... I don't know. So ideally what I want to do here is cut this, right?
Yep.
Cool. How do I do that? I did... What's this?
So,
Scissors?
Split clips.
Sure.
There you go.
And then what, like get rid of this, do you think?
Yeah.
Delete it? Backspace? Is that a thing?
Yep.
Or delete. Okay, I'm going to press delete on the keyboard. Yeah, that disappeared.
Boom. There you go.
Yeah, well, this is very intuitive.
That is intuitive, yeah.
Go to 12. Do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So then they're all just the same size. Get these little guys again.
And with like everything else, I'm sure there's a keyboard shortcut to it. You just hit 2 buttons and you're good.
Cool.
Still though, that's like you said, very intuitive.
All right. Now, in everything else I know, spacebar is play. So shall I hit spacebar and see what happens?
Yeah, let's try. Let's try it.
Boom.
Okay, good.
All right,
You
cool.
can't you can't get away with changing too many things
Yeah.
from software to software.
Great. So we've got a tree, a forest, and a man right now. So should we go to edit and see?
Yeah. So okay. So cutting. Yeah, you're just rough cutting it.
Yeah.
Editing. You've got. Okay. There's your transitions, crossfades.
Mm-hmm.
Still though, yeah. What if you wanted like 1 second of black in there, or a half a second of black or white or something?
Well, let's see if this gives us. There you go.
Okay.
So we got a bit. I'd like to zoom in a bit. I'm just let everybody know I'm kind of like pinching on my touchpad, and that's not doing anything. Which in hip film I can do.
You don't have a mouse that you can scroll.
Yeah, I've got a wheel. That's not doing anything either.
Okay.
Can you see any?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. So I've got
Okay.
a little plus button that can let me zoom in and out. So yeah, why don't we have a second of black to start us off with? So let's pull this back to a second, join this up, then throw them in. So now we've got, boom. Cool.
Nice.
So, I don't know, should we add some text? That feels like a thing. Or should we add some kind of transition? We've got some...
Yeah, let's see what the transitions are.
We've got an additive dissolve. Should I just drag it, see what happens?
Yeah.
Well, I can throw it on there, it looks like.
So it's just a transition to the...
It's on that forest one. Oh!
Okay, cool.
Something happened.
Yep.
I kind of almost want it to go over them. Do you know what I mean? Like I want it to, like,
Yeah.
look at. But maybe that doesn't matter.
Like it finishes the first clip and then it starts the transition.
Yeah, look, because there it's got both of them in.
Right. Can you make that red box there in that transition longer or shorter, like by moving the box? Or yeah.
It looks like I should, but it doesn't. Nothing's happening when I drag it.
Okay.
So, what happens when I have to do this? Nothing. Okay, cool. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can just take it off. That sounds good. What's a blur dissolve? Let's look at that.
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh, it's like smudgy.
Smudgy. Smudgy.
Smudgy.
Sure.
Well,
Cross
so
dissolve.
that's pretty easy, right? Just drag it.
Yeah, I'm just throwing stuff on, so that feels that's quite nice. I wonder if we could fade. How do we? What's that? Ooh, what's that?
Oh, it is.
Apparently, this
It is a
entire
fade in.
stream is just me going, huh?
Oh, what's that?
What? Oh.
Love it.
What's that done? Ooh. Hey, so that's similar to Reaper, right?
It's similar to Reaper. I was just gonna say that. Yeah, you can. And it looks
Well,
like there's a fade out one on that clip as well. Yeah.
Oh, that's
super cool.
That's super similar to Reaper, isn't it? Because you just
Yeah.
that's how you do the fades over there.
Yeah, I really like that.
You know, in Reaper, you get those.
Oh, yes.
What am I trying to say, Matt?
The curve.
The curve. I want.
Curve on it.
I want to know. I'd love to know if there's like a curve here. I'm right-clicking it. Nothing.
What about on the little button that you move to? Yeah, right click on that. Nope.
Same thing.
Okay.
Okay. Well, why don't we? How about this? Why don't we fade in, and I don't know what I've done there. And then we'll just cut to the next one. So we'll just go fade. And then we'll do some cuts. Okay, well, that's fun. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
There's lots of other things going on.
Yeah.
Should we throw some text on it?
Yes.
Um,
Good standard.
any ideas?
Uh,
Video transitions.
Titles.
Sure.
Okay.
Few things.
Scroll. Oh, okay.
Why don't I throw this out? Oh, hello. What's that? Okay, so that's just like
lower third. Okay.
So that would be, for somebody's name. So why don't we just put straight text on there?
Great. There we go.
And I'm guessing I can pull this in and it snaps. Yeah, I like that. That's fun. It says, I'd like that to be not on the tree. And normally I'd like right click it and then I'd be able to like change its position and stuff. So what I'm looking for is kind of a edit properties kind of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I just double clicked it and this came up.
Oh. Great.
One tree.
Scroll down. Okay, now.
Oh, here we go. What's all this?
Position.
Whoa, that's big.
Oh, very nice.
Where's position? Where did you see that?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
There you
go. Ah, here we go.
There you go. Okay. So just click. You're just clicking and just typing in, clicking and dragging. It looks like, or you can type in value.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Type in the value, or I can just like go
just
up and down.
There you go.
So that's fun.
Nice.
Obviously, we want something different to Times New Roman because nobody uses that.
There's nothing new about Times New Roman.
Oops. What about that?
There you go.
I kind of want it all to be in capitals as well. Oh, look. No, that's an underline. I was hoping that would be
superscript, subscript, strike through,
font case, or caps.
Nice.
Hey, well, this is feeling like super. Like I'm not learning anything. I just feel like it's working. So that's really nice.
Yeah.
Here you go. Weird Kev quirk. All the numbers always have to be whole numbers when I do stuff. That's worrying, isn't it?
No, I do the same thing though.
Okay, cool. Like even if it looks better at 153, I'm like, no, it's got to be 150. Okay, cool. So we've got one tree. Can this fade in? Oh, you can do the same thing. Yes. Dude, this feels just like it's just working.
Yeah.
But I kind of want that to come in later. I want it to like establish. So let's just pull that in. Tree, one tree.
Nice.
Forest. Well, you know what I'm going to do now then.
Yeah.
one forest. So what's the difference between this then?
I don't know.
Should I just use this one and see if it looks any different?
Yeah.
So I go there.
Text plus. Do you have?
Does this controller look any different to you? There's more buttons here. Fusion. Well, Fusion is the what's it called? The VFX editor. So it suggests that we could probably do more things with it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what, but anyway. Well, okay. So why don't we explore that later? Let's go. Let's just put something really quick together.
Perfect.
Because then we want you to do some noises on it.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to do all the same stuff. I'm going to make this come in at a second. I don't know where I am right now. So it should be not. Where's my?
Do you have a clock? Yeah. Where's your clock? Okay, there it is. It's at the top of the video.
Here.
Oh, there too. Okay, cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if I can move frame by frame. I can. So moving frame by frame is just arrows, which feels super nice. In hit film, it's the comma and the full stop button. What do you call that in American? Comma and full stop? Is that the same?
The period?
Period. Good. Yeah. Whereas this is the arrows, and I don't know why, that just feels nicer to me.
Yeah, Reaper, you can use the arrows to adjust frame by frame too.
Yeah, so I like that. We'll do the same thing here. We'll just whiz that across to do a fade. So I'd kind of like the properties to be the same on this. So we'll go one forest. And what did I choose? I think I chose...
It was G, Galaxy, Polaris.
This one.
Font face.
And then I did all caps. Let's see what position we're at. Ooh, that's not a number that I like. Let's do 820. There we go. Now I like it. So this has to be the same. 820. Oh, it's disappeared. Need a different color. Let's do black because it's easy.
There you
go. Yeah, this is all feeling super normal right now. I was really terrified about doing the stream because everyone was like, it's node based, you're gonna die. I was like, ah. Whereas this is layers, right? So I don't feel scared right now.
This is fine. Yeah, this is fine.
So what would be nice is if I could just copy and paste this where I want it. So let's go across to here. Yeah, it works. Yes. We've got a slight problem in it. That says one est. Because it should be one man.
One man, yes.
You can see what we're doing now. All caps. You know what would be fun is if like one could be here and man could be here.
Right, you just add spaces in between.
Sure. That's an easy way of doing it, isn't it? One man. There we go.
Well.
So this is what we got so far in our epic one tree. One forest. One man.
One man.
Sure. I kind of want the text to animate a little bit. It feels static.
Yeah. Yeah, can it animate? Drop shadow. Stroke.
Maybe that's what that. Maybe that is why you need like. Oh, what's this?
Form position zoom.
If it could just, I don't know, just move just maybe zoom a touch. One of these look like keyframes. These diamonds.
Oh yeah.
So why don't I keyframe it to be that? I'd love to know if there's a hotkey for jumping to the end of a clip. I feel like that would be nice.
That would be.
There we go. So I've just done 1.5 on that, just to see if that does anything. Nope. So what did that do? Maybe I need to do a bit more?
Yeah.
Let's go a bit crazy. Let's just do like 8. Just to see. That just doesn't look like it's done anything.
Do you need to hit another keyframe or something?
I wonder if this shows us. I don't know what this is. Because if I look at those numbers over here, they are changing.
They are moving, yeah.
But I can't see like what. I can't see that anything is changing there. Let's take those keyframes off. Yeah, I don't know what I've changed. But you know what? For having already like been playing around in it for like 5 minutes, that's super impressive that right now nothing feels weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I feel like this is the first thing I'm like, oh, I want my text to move, and it's not. So
we can. We just have to find out.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe we jumped across too quickly. Maybe that's maybe that's why we need the fusion text, because
Mm.
maybe this just does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what? What about
So
if I
composite
change the
transform.
opacity? That's not doing it. Oh, you know why? I had this text selected over here, Matt. That's good, wasn't it? No, it's working now. That's embarrassing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like Photoshop, right? It's
Yeah,
like you do all this manipulation, like I'm on the wrong layer, or like nothing's working. Oh,
yeah.
I'm on the wrong layer.
Okay, well, at least now I know. So let's change this to 2 to see if oh, there we go.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool.
Um,
It's like Star Wars.
one tree. Why is it going up there though? I don't really want it to.
Because it.
Like I kind of want it, instead of going up, I just want it to grow a little bit. But
Can you make the numbers negative? Or position number? I don't know.
No. Let's not worry about it. I'm just gonna.
It's possible.
I'm sure it is, but we'll just do something very small. I just want something subtle, so it looks like it's moving a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, totally. Look at that. That's much better.
It's just to give it you know what? Maybe it should start and end at 1. Yeah, and then it will start a bit smaller, and then I'll be done.
So did you had to hit a keyframe when you wanted to start, and then another keyframe when you needed it to stop?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Point. Let's say 8. So now it'll go 1 tree, just a little bit. This is the finest thing anybody's ever made. So it'd be fun if I could copy those keyframes over to the other one. I want to. I don't know if I can. Nope, that wasn't it. Go back. Do you know what I mean? I wanted to like copy that information from here, because this looks like it's the keyframe.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'll just do the same thing over here.
But that would be very efficient if it could.
I'm sure it's one of those things, isn't it? They're like, I'm sure it can't.
Yeah.
But right now, because we're like just trying to whiz through it. Oh wait, what's this zoom thing? Where did I do that before? I did it over here, right?
Yeah.
Text zoom.
Oh, so you can do that all right there.
Let's try it. This is different, isn't it? What's the time? Because
it's 8:10.
Blimey, so we've already been going like half an hour, and we need to get over to the audio, mate.
Yeah, that's okay. This is great because this is not my strong suit either. So I'm learning all this.
Okay, well let's just like, I'm just going to do this on each of them, and then we'll throw it over to you to do some sound playing.
Cool.
That's what I wanted. Look, it's not going up now; it's just getting bigger.
Oh, yeah.
So let's do that on this one. So I'm going to take this away. What's that? Wink. There you go. That just takes it away. That's good. I like that.
Just undo.
And then we'll do exactly the same thing. Start a 0.8, enter, start a keyframe, go over there. 1 point, enter. Hopefully that is just growing now. Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
1 forest. Great. 1 man. I kind of like it. Now I'm looking at it, I kind of like him not moving. Let's do it not moving just because I think it looks better. But now we know that exists. I think that's fun. So I'm going to put that back because I think it's funnier when they don't move. Just like that. 1 tree, 1 forest, 1 man. Great.
I want to watch the show, whatever we're making.
It's a great show.
It really is.
Okay, cool. So we've done that. Oh, you know what? I did download some ridiculous music the other day. Should I show you it? You can see if you like it. How do I find that again? Media, music. If anybody watching doesn't know Scott Buckley, go and use Scott Buckley right now. He does all of his music as long as you pay him attribution, which I'm doing right now. Scott Buckley makes music. You can use him in any of your projects. He's awesome.
Really good stuff. By the way, we do have one question in the chat.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Is it all you hoped it would be and more? So far,
yeah.
I like it. The fact that I've sat here and thrown a couple of clips together without really thinking, that's fun, right? I mean, we haven't even got into Fusion yet, but I feel like, so I've got this. Hang on. Have a listen to this.
Okay.
Should we put that in?
Oh man, I got to use more of his music in my stuff.
He's good, right?
Yeah.
And you can just use it. You can just use it as long as you give him attribution, and I think he does great stuff.
I love it.
So I'm just gonna throw that on, and then give it over to you. I think, Matt.
Okay.
Sure. So let's go over to Fairlight, and the track's already there. Do you still have the mouse control?
I think I do. Yes. Yeah, I do. Okay.
Also, we can take this off and just use maybe some of the sound effects that you've got on my computer. If you just want to play with some of those that you know.
No, it's okay. That doesn't matter. I really just want to see what my editing capabilities are.
So, in our live chat, we've got the question: is it all you hope for and more? As I said, having lots of fun with it. Are you a DaVinci user? Are you a Premiere user? Let us know. Because if you're a DaVinci user, I'd just love to know what people think of it and why they use it. But yeah, let us know what you think.
Oh, you can do ADR with it as well. There's an ADR template.
That's fun.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
so it'd be interesting to know, when you cut that, if that is affected on the editor. Put it across a bit and just see where it is on the editor once you've done that.
So here, I'll move it to 7 seconds. And then go back to where?
Edit. Yeah.
Yeah.
This could be super cool, man. If we're working on something together.
Yeah.
Just quickly jump on a call like this and then be like, I really like your design, Matt. Can you put this here and stuff? We could just do it in real time, which is really cool.
Yeah. So I don't see, if I click on this and I don't see the volume fade in like you had in the video editing, or how we have it at Reaper.
Yeah, because you're just cutting that, aren't you, rather than fading it?
Right.
I can see top left, it says audio transitions.
Crossfade. Okay. Plus 3 dB. But that's just fading, it looks like up or down or no change. Tons of effects. So let's grab delay. Oh, okay, cool.
Do you know what these buttons are?
Yeah, just your different parameters for changing the rate of delay, how fast it's going to delay, how long it's going to delay. So let me hit play here real quick.
Hey, look, top right hand corner, you've got a little preview of the video.
Yeah,
That's fun.
nice. That is fun. So I can always see where I am in the video. Nice. Cool. Okay. And then how do I get that off of there?
Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to see like what's on there right now, like
Yeah.
what effects are on there.
So I just hit Control Z and that took it
Sure.
away. You know, that's fine. But
Why don't we bring in some of the stuff that you sent me over for Night of the Living Dead, because then you can like mix it here, and I feel like
sure.
that
Let's try that. Yeah.
like I'm going to steal this off you.
Yep. Go ahead.
So I'm going to just take this. As much as I love that music, I want to take it off because I think it'll be fun to see you actually like playing with something. Sure. So where would that be? That would be, you know what? I wonder if we can just. I wonder if I can just drag and drop it from my PC.
Yeah, yeah, you should try that because that would be really helpful too.
All right, why don't I pull you in some of that cellar wind that you made me?
Perfect.
Yeah, that's dropping in fine. What's a nice tensiony thing you did us? Do you want Chase?
Chase? Yeah, let's do Chase.
Right. Cool. And then throw a bit of pounding in as well that you brought us. And then why don't I give you a sting as well, and then you can play with those.
Perfect.
And I'll just throw zombie sounds in, just so we've got something else to look at. Okay.
Wonderful.
Have a little look with those things that you've got.
Okay, cool. All right. So media pool. There they are. Okay. So we got some solar wind. Trace underscore.
For everybody at home, Matthew Cowell is a wonderful sound designer. If you need a sound designer, call Matthew Cowell.
Yes, please. we should put up my email or something in there.
I've got it unloaded on the stream, so when we get back to our interview thing, we can pop it up.
You're just fantastic. Okay, cool. So I got all the WAV files in there. They're kind of staggered throughout the timeline.
And this looks layered as well, so I haven't seen any node stuff yet.
Yeah, I wonder if that's just for. Well, I don't know. Let's find out. So it looks like on each channel here we've got record. R is usually for record. We've got solo, which means you'll only hear this track, and then we've got mute, which will mute this track.
Cool.
So if we go back and hit play,
there's the wind.
Nice. And then
that's fun.
Nice. Cool. So I'm trying to zoom out so I can see the whole.
We've
Okay,
got some
so
waveforms coming in.
Oh, that's good. Okay, cool. And then this one must be. There it is. Oh, okay. There we go. Our clip is only 12 seconds long, so.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have maybe like some finite control of those. Again, maybe there's some hotkeys that would help us with that.
Yeah.
Looks like you got the same two little fade things.
Oh, there they are. Great. Okay, so I just had to zoom in. That's all I had to do. Oh, cool. And then I can pull this middle one down
Oh, to give you a curve. Nice.
to create the curves. That's fantastic. I actually like that better because Reaper, you just right click on it and you can choose presets of curves, which are usually fine. But this one's really cool. This one, you can just make it more.
I wonder if can you like double click it and get another thing to like, because it'd be nice to have a second one to create like an S curve, or maybe not for sound, but for me in color or something, that'd be nice.
Yeah. No, if I double click it, it just resets back to its default, which is just a straight linear thing. Cool. And then right, just shortening these up. Around.
Yeah, nothing feels alien yet to me.
Not at all. I think, what would be really cool, and this is just being picky, is it would be cool if I could see the video in each clip. Like, I can see the overall video, but it's not. It doesn't give me a preview of it where my cursor is. Like, is it just because we're way past it?
Yeah, I think so. Because the clip is like 12 seconds. Probably should have bought longer clips.
There we go. Okay, cool. Okay, so it was just, yeah.
Doesn't give you a lot of time to mix.
Yeah. That's all right. How do I get back to... There we go. Okay, cool. So it does tell me where I am on the thing. So I'm just hitting the arrow key and it's changing one frame at a time.
Nice.
Cool. Let's see.
It'd be nice if we could like... Oh. You were recording something.
Yeah, I hit record, but what did it record?
Anything on like Audio 6 if you go down? Like, did it add a track or?
No, it's still just 5. Let's see, how do we add a new track? Fairlight. Bus for my preset. Presets. Test. Oh, test tones. Nice. Okay.
Add a track.
Add a track. Stereo. Cool. You can actually mix in 7.1 in this as well. Sweet. So I'm just clicking the record button, and every time I let go, it just unhighlights itself. So
what if you... Okay. What if you press record now that Audio 6 is highlighted?
Yeah,
what happens?
let's check.
Hello, hello, hello. Nothing. Have we bought a mic in though as our like? Have we do we need to like?
Yeah.
Bring it. You know what am I trying to say?
Yeah, we need to tell it where it's recording from.
Exactly. Good. Or what about if you just like accentuate each cut for right now? Do you know what I mean? Like, so each time, so it goes like something starts one tree, bring something else in for one forest. Just so we're like,
yeah. I lost. Oh, there it is. Okay, go. It's just click happy. I was just clicking.
Go.
Exactly.
It'd be nice to know like what kind of effects and stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
let's see. This one. Let's do some reverb. Will it do that? Did I do it before?
Hello.
Ooh, oh, very nice. This is cool. So you can change like the shape of the room that you're in and all the parameters of the reverb. Very cool. Very advanced reverb. And it looks like we got some
like change
presets,
the room.
which is great. Yeah. Cathedral, nice. Okay. Let's mute some things here. Okay. So you can hear the reverb there. So it's running through a reverb plugin. Instead of it altering the the actual asset, it's just running through plugin like most digital audio workstations should.
Yeah.
And so where does so let me try to find where this forest clip comes in.
There it is.
There we go. Great. How do I turn off the effect
that you added?
That I added?
Yeah, I'd love to like have a list of effects added, so you know. What about select that that one, the one, yeah. Like select the clip itself.
Yeah.
And then go up top right to inspector. I think that was the thing that popped out when I was doing stuff. This obviously looks very different.
Okay, so yes, we've got volume, pan, pitch, cool, and EQ.
I was hoping that the SFX that you added was going to be in there.
There it is. There it is. It's right here.
Oh.
Delete plugin. Perfect. So we've got your tracks here on this side.
Right.
And so you can delete plugin. You should be able to just, oh, there we go. Turn it off. There we go. So I moused over it and you have other options here. And then just click this little red button. And now it should not have it in there.
Cool.
Correct. Awesome. Yay. Okay, cool. All right, let's try to find the beginning of forest again. There we go. One more frame. There it is. All right, now this one's going to come in.
Is that snapping or not?
It's not. Yeah. I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's a lag from like. It's not by computer.
Yeah, because Matt's remotely controlling this across Zoom, so
there's just a tiny bit of like buffer in there, but it's okay.
Yeah.
So I want this one to stop and crossfade.
Okay. That was kind of nice where that actually came in.
Yes.
It kind of came in. That
all right. Cool.
Came in when one man came in.
That's great. Actually, I'm going to leave it there then.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do something like, let's see. Cool. If I just click up there in the timeline, I'm sure you can add like a, what is it called? Like a marker. So you can always go to that same frame again, you know. we go.
Sure.
We turned this very nice documentary into a horror film.
That's great.
Okay, so going back to the beginning again,
Yeah.
we're going to hear the wind come in the black. And then...
Nice. And can you add me something? Like maybe throw that sting in when it goes black.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking at our time as well, because we probably need to end this stream, I would say, in about 15 minutes.
Great. There we go.
Nice.
There it is. All right.
There, that looked like that snapped when you did it.
Yeah, that one did.
Yeah,
that one did. Cool. And then
it's tricky, isn't it? Because I feel like there's so much more to play with here. Like we're just like skirting the surface.
Yeah, definitely.
That's fun.
Great. And then it fades out, and then we're done.
Okay. So then,
cool.
I'll have a look.
All right, here you go. So just the final playthrough.
Yeah.
For audio. Wait, sorry. Hold on. I accidentally hit solo. Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Fun. Okay, fun.
Great. Perfect.
So then, I'll take zombies off for now.
Yep.
If I go back over to editor, yeah, everything is in the editor, which is fun.
Great. Oh, so remember what I was saying before, that I wish I could see the timeline of each clip. Well, I can do that here in the edit one. Looks like I can move those WAV files around now.
Oh, here
you can slide them around, I think.
Oh yeah, I'd love to like have a bit more, because like they're so tiny at the bottom.
Yeah.
I want to like. Oh, what's this?
There you go. Oh, there you go.
Cheeky.
Perfect.
I kind of want to sting there when that text comes in.
So grab the so scroll down and grab that sting on the track 5 or 4, wherever it was. 4, yeah, towards the end.
This one?
And, yeah, that one. And move it or copy and paste it.
Let's copy paste it. Put it here. All right. Ooh. Sure. What's happened?
So it's just the same track.
There you go. And then I almost want, do you mind if I bring everything over so that like everything keeps playing?
Yeah. See if you can just extend. Yeah. Yes. Perfect. That's rad. Cool.
That is fun. Because then I can just be like, yeah.
So basically, the Fairlight just gives you a little bit more control over how it's edited. Each track is edited or tweaked or manipulated. And then on this one, you can just do, again, the more intuitive editing of dragging, extending, cutting, fading to really match your frames. I really, really like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, because now I've done this right now, and I've dragged these, but then if we were like, yeah, look, now they're all here.
We're all lined up again, yeah.
So it's like each project is existing for us to jump into, but we can both make changes on it. So we've got one tree, one forest. I mean, that's silly. And then, so as I said, I feel like we need to stop this stream in probably about 5 or 10 minutes, but I think we should really jump into fusion and color like for 2 seconds just to see what's going on over here. This is an interesting one. So let's go to color because that's what DaVinci's famous for. What's that?
So there's your nodes, right? That looks like a node.
Yeah. So.
And does this look familiar to you as well?
Yeah, these color wheels make sense. Let's just press a few buttons and see. Yeah. Oh, it's nice and gentle though. Some of the other ones I've been on, like you just drag it and it just does it really fast, and you're just like, yeah. Whereas that's like really subtle, which just feels nice.
Yeah.
So there you go. Just done a little made it a bit more like what's the word?
Color shift kind of thing.
Yeah, just a bit more like almost like a bit vintagey.
And that's just on this clip though, right? Because you've highlighted.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So I wonder, it would be nice to like. So is there a way of making everything back the way it was? Reset node grade.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, there you go. That's fun. So I'd love to like select all 3.
Oh, right. To do an overall color correction for the whole thing.
Because sure, you could go through your clips, make sure they're all color matched so that you're in the same world.
Yep.
But I'd love to then put a grade on top of it. Shift. Ooh.
There you go.
I've done something.
Okay.
Apply a grade.
All right. Well, no, I don't think there was a grade. I mean, like you didn't make any changes, right? You reset everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
it looks like it's still just one clip.
You're right, because it's just that.
I want all of them. I want all of them, Matt.
What about like Control click or Alt click or something like that? Nope. Okay. Select all? Is there a select all method?
I want there to be.
What about like the traditional Control A?
Control A?
Yeah.
So they're all selected right now.
Yeah, but it's not.
You know what? If later on, if somebody on YouTube watches and they're a DaVinci user, they're going to be screaming at us.
Sorry.
Going, no, just do it that way.
I'm just learning.
Yeah. But yes, okay. But in theory, you can adjust all of them. I'm sure you can adjust all of them. Let's look at fusion super briefly.
That out real quick, yeah.
Yeah.
Media in 1, media out 1.
So this is our clip. I want to go into the effects library and just see like what's going on.
Yeah.
Lens flares, they're always fun. Let's put a lens flare on.
Yes, please.
Let's put this one on. I put it here. What does it do? I want it to be on the sun.
Yeah.
Grab something. Oh, hello. Oh.
Okay.
I've connected it. I don't know if that's done anything. Okay.
Well, but I don't see it. I mean, unless you. Oh yeah, there you go.
This is like definitely. This is like now it's time to go on YouTube and figure out what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want it to do something.
Do you need to come back out again?
Oh,
there you go.
I don't know what it's done.
So from the media in, can you go to the right side of the lens flare and then the left side of the lens flare come back out to the media output? Yeah.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's gone away.
Let's get rid of the merge thing. I don't know. Oh my goodness.
Go away.
Okay. This...
Put it on it. See, this is where we're thinking in layers, right? Because I want it to go there.
So is it a pathway? So can you take that arrow essentially and connect it to the input? Yeah, the left side of that.
You do it.
Oh. Can I do? How do I? Okay. No.
Because I kind of want to see the lens flare in isolation to know what it is.
How did you do that before?
Taking it back from you just for a moment.
There we go.
Oh,
there
whoops.
I got it.
Oh, I mean, that's something. It's quite a lot.
And then change the parameters on the right side.
Sure.
But it's essentially just like a signal flow, right? It comes out of the media, and then it goes into the pathway, makes it go into whatever effect you're doing.
Sure.
So in this way, you can have that one effect branch out to feed multiple sources.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, with layers, you'd have to duplicate it and
right.
And stuff. Oh, here we go. So look, I can just put a little bit on. What's this? Oh, hello.
Oh, that's they'll reflect.
Yeah.
Refractor thingy. Cool.
Oh yeah. So that's the reflection on the fake camera lens, essentially. Yes. So let's have a look at some of these other lens flares.
Ooh.
Sure.
Got your polygons in there. Very heavenly lens flare.
Oh, I've added too many. That's a bit much. I just want... Oh, blimey.
So you just inserted that right into the same pathway, essentially.
Yeah. It's nice because, look, they're all working. That's something. That's a bit much as well. I just want to find something that's slightly sun-like.
Mm-hmm.
How many are there? There are bazillions. There are too many. Whoa! Hey now.
Yes. Now we're in sci-fi.
Let's just go with the first one. Where I felt like we were winning on one.
Yeah.
Go away. This is not leaving me. How do I delete? Okay, he can live there.
You go off to your corner. Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but you did it?
Yeah.
Right. Cool. So we'll just pull that down a bit. There we go. And the secondary, we'll just add a little bit. Sure. There's something. I don't know why this won't go away.
I don't know what that is.
Let's not worry about it.
Yeah.
Cool. So now it's here in this this scene. And then so there we go. We made a thing.
Yay!
There you go, that lens flare works. And you know what would be super interesting to know is if drag and drop, how easy drag and drop effects are. Because obviously you can do stuff with Fusion, but that's obviously there's so much to do. So much to do. So much to explore.
This is free.
So I feel like if we started exploring any more, it would be hours, wouldn't it?
But I think we've hit everything that we've wanted to do out of this. It can do everything that we expect it to do, and obviously a lot more. But it definitely makes audio and video editing and the compilation of the synthesis of it so much easier. And
let's come back to our main cameras, because we'll come out of there. I think you're right. I think like I don't really know what's capable with it right now, but I think what's fun is that I was sort of terrified of it because everyone was like, oh, it's node-based merit, and the simple editing of just like, I think I could do a very simple project right now and edit it on there and it wouldn't feel that alien. And as you were just saying, like for you and me, if we were cutting something together,
it definitely makes those like the scene transitions that we did for Night of the Living Dead, like with the zombie footage and stuff outside the window, like it really makes that a lot just quicker, so you're it's like we're almost doing the work twice. So you're doing it all editing, and then you're shooting it over to me, and I'm doing it all and then sending it back to you, and then you gotta either take the audio off of it and sync it back up again, where you can just do all of this together.
Well, I'm thinking about literally what happened when we were just doing it then. You kind of plugged a few things on, and then I went back over to the editor and I was like, oh, I kind of just want them to go to the end. And in this situation, I could just drag them and then they were at the end. And if we think about it, if we were doing that as a collaborative thing normally, I'd cut a video, I'd send it over to you, you'd sound design it, you'd send it back to me with the video and the sound design on top of it. And then if I wanted those sounds to go to the end, I'd then email you and be like, Matt, can the sounds go to the end? And then you'd send me another one. Whereas if we did it as a project file together, that I did the project, I sent you the project file, you did it, sent me the project file back, and then I could go into it and just go, that would be really cool.
It would be cool. I would love to see if we could even use like the Google Drive to house the assets. If we populate it from, no, you couldn't do that. It would have to be like Dropbox. Dropbox would allow you to do that because it's its own drive essentially.
So we're saying that we hold the assets in Dropbox. Each have the project file directed to Dropbox.
And then
that would work, right?
I think so.
Well, I think you could do it with Google Drive as well, because you can have a Google Drive on your Windows Explorer.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, great.
So I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with the software. I think I'm gonna download it now.
Oh yeah. Because I feel like what's next, right, is me going in and trying to build something like, so for Night of the Living Dead we had these embers from a fire drifting across the screen, which I built in a particle system. So HitFilm has a particle system where you can make the particles do everything you want, like with wind and stuff like that, and you can change the way they look and things like that. And I'm sure Fusion is capable of that, and I think that's what's next, isn't it? It's you using Fairlight in DaVinci to build something complex. Like using synths and stuff and like engineering it from the ground up. And it's me trying to do like a particle system or something and seeing if we can do those things in it. But first, like, mess around with. It was easier than I thought.
Agreed.
Yeah. Cool. Well, Sorry for anybody that is a DaVinci user and was watching and is going,
How painful that was for you.
yeah, literally just like.
Sorry.
But I think that what I hope these sort of behind the scenes at the streaming theatre to be is that people can watch us explore, because when I started this company, I didn't know how to live stream, and it has been a number of projects and it grows every time. And now we're at the point where, last project we did together, we had 20 actors all over the place.
Yep.
And we live streamed a show out. And we had lighting rigs in each of their homes, didn't we? Matt did an amazing sound design. It was all live mixed in the moment. So by exploring and by just messing around, you can discover things. Yeah. And that's what this was. So any DaVinci users that want to send us hate mail, just remember we're just playing and learning.
Yes. And send them to the streaming theater. Not to me.
Saying that, if you want Matthew Cowell to work on your project, I'll put your email on the screen and then they can email you. Matt is incredible as a sound designer. If you want to work with him. That's his email. You can reach out to him. He's super fun. And if you want to work with me at the Streaming Theatre, you can just contact me on thestreamingtheatre.com. And we, as I said, we live edit and live stream theatre gigs, music gigs, any kind of art. We want to keep art going in this lockdown time. So, yeah. Well, thanks for hanging out, Matt.
Thank you.
If you download it, I'd love to see how flexible you think it is, and I'll get playing with some particle engines, and maybe we'll do another live stream when we're more advanced with it. And
DaVinci Take 2.
Yeah, DaVinci Take 2. Yeah. We try again. Cool. Thanks so much, mate. And
thank you, man.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time at the Streaming Theatre. We've got some things coming up. We've got on Friday, December 4th, Cafeteria Kids Theatre are back with another lunch break interview. And it's going to be super fun. It's with Jennifer Westfield. She's an incredibly accomplished actor, and they're going to be finding out what she's doing. So I think that's one to enjoy. Friday, December 4th at 7 p.m. It'll be fun, right?
Yeah, I'm excited. Cool. I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, me too. I've got to engineer it, so I'll be
okay. Good. I'll hop on the chat.
Great. All right. Well, thank you so much, Matthew Cowell.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.